President Cyril Ramaphosa will be attending the memorial service of AmaZulu King Goodwill Zwelithini Zulu. Declared a special official funeral, Category 1, it will take place at the Royal Palace in Nongoma on Thursday. The king will be laid to rest before the service in a private royal family ceremony. ENCA's Siphamandla Goge is following developments and joins us now from Nongoma with an update. So a stream of political leaders and leaders from other sectors in society coming through to pay their last respects to His Majesty. Siphamandla.
Absolutely. You know, from farmers' associations, we know that the king was a farmer. From trade unions, AMCO is here, COSATU is here, SACP is here, the EFF is here. Many political parties, the ATM is also here. Thulani Zulu, we've just spotted the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Mahashule, together with former Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Willis Mchunu, who worked with the late king. And we have also spotted the former Mayor of eThekwini, Zandile Kumete, is also here. We have spotted also some of the young people. You can see behind me, all the people you see, they are waiting to make their way inside to Kwa-Khetha Omthandayo Royal Palace to pay their respects here. I've also spotted some young people here. Let me try, leaders of young people. I see Sizo Pilam. Kiza, thank you very much for your time. The king was passionate about issues of education. He departs at the time when there are these shutdowns at universities. He was passionate about education, young people, but also issues of gender-based violence and women, protect women and children. How would you remember him?
We'll remember our king as a father of the Zulu nation, but not only a father to the Zulu nation, but also a leader that is recognized internationally. We'll remember a man that fought and stood against gender-based violence. We're going to remember a man that fought for human rights. We're going to remember a man that made sure that a black person in South Africa, a black person in KwaZulu-Natal, is taken serious just like other races. One person, Ndabezitha was loved by every one of us, regardless of the political parties. That is why you see us today here, because he is one person that united the Zulu nation and united South Africa as a whole.
In that unity, Thando Xolo Sabelo, if I were to bring you in here, he preached for young people to focus on education and farming. He was passionate about rural development. I remember when every time he gets an opportunity to address young people, he will prioritize the issue of education and agriculture. And that is the task to you as leaders of young people to ensure that his legacy lives on.
Most definitely, we are here in the royal household to pay our respect to the royal family and to pay our last respect to the king, His Majesty King Goodwill Zwelithini. His legacy will definitely be something that we will continue with. In terms of education, rural development, we have seen his work. We've also seen how much he has prioritized the issue of fighting against gender-based violence, fighting against HIV and AIDS. You will know he revived the Royal Reed Dance. It was part of his initiative to fight HIV/AIDS. So this was a king who was passionate about his people, who loved his people.
All right, we seem to have lost the line there to Siphamandla Goge, who is live for us in Nongoma as he takes those tributes to the late AmaZulu King. I'm told that we've re-established the connection to Siphamandla Goge. Let's go back to him.
Pay their respects, to say this was really a king of the people. So we want to say, Lala ngoxolo hlangalo mhlabati bayede siyabonga.
If I were to bring you in again here, Sizo, the issue of substance abuse, the issue of alcohol abuse, drugs, the king spoke strongly about that and how it affects not only AmaZulu nation but the entire South African nation. Moving forward, what can young people do to honor his legacy in terms of fighting substance abuse?
I think young people need to understand that substance abuse is part of the social ills that really kills the future of South Africa. So it's very important that also our government assists in setting the laws in setting the laws that regulates the usage of your liquor, the usage of cigarettes, and make sure that we also deal with the drug abuse that is in South Africa. I mean, there are known drug dealers in South Africa, and when Ndabezitha always spoke harshly against those drug dealers that are known, I think our South African government need to start acting against such so that we can be able, as a country, as a nation, to honor his legacy.
That legacy, Thando Xolo Sabelo, speaks to the issue of the land question. The governing ANC is seized with the matter. The king departs when he had some disagreements with the ANC on the issue of Ingonyama Trust. Will the ANC ever deal with the land question decisively?
Well, I think first and foremost we must make it clear that we as the ANC Youth League and the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, we were in agreement with the king. That is why both the leader of the ANC, the premier of our province, went and engaged with the president and the national executive to say, let's review some of the decisions that have been taken with regards to Ingonyama Trust. But the ANC has got resolutions that the land must be brought back to the people. So that will be done, it will be achieved, and it will be achieved in this administration to ensure that the land is brought back to the people.
The pace is very slow though.
As you are aware, no, the pace is faster than it ever was. Since 1994, this new administration has actually brought the matter in Parliament. As we speak, the amendment of Section 25 is in Parliament. So it will be amended. The land will be brought back to the people. There will be land expropriation without compensation.
Thank you very much for your time. That is Sizophila Mkhize and Thando Xolo Sabelo. They are leaders of young people in South Africa, in the ANC. There are other leaders of political parties coming. If I can ask my colleague Joe Komane, behind me I see there is some movement. I assume that is the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, who has just arrived. He will also enter the gate here of Kwa-Khetha Omthandayo Royal Palace. I see the king's son here, also Prince Nhlanganiso is taking some mourners inside this gate that is closed here. Authorities, police and royal family members are trying by all means to ensure that there is stability here, there is order here. They are trying to ensure that they limit the number of the people who are coming in and out of the palace here because of COVID-19 regulations. I see one of the princesses there on
All right, there does seem to be a bit of a challenge with that connection, so I think I'll give it a few more seconds to see if we can re-establish the connection to Siphamandla Goge, who is live in Nongoma there as dignitaries arrive to pay their last respects to the fallen AmaZulu King Zwelithini Zulu. So we will see if we will go back to that in the next few minutes. You were seeing there in picture before we lost that picture, the arrival of the leadership of the EFF led by its leader, Julius Malema.